Alright, we're out here spraying a soybean foliar sugar study today with the boss of the farm, the big green sprayer. Got a 30-foot boom on it, 10-foot sections. We spray a lot of acres with this thing every year. Alright, welcome back to the field. We are sitting here in front of our homemade research sprayer from Old Bean Rider. So this is what we use for a majority of our trials for foliar feeding, sugar products, whether it's nutritional products, stuff like that. We'll start here with how this is configured. We have 5 cone tanks up here. We have 1 rinse tank and then 4 different tanks that we can put 4 different products in. So the name of the game really is efficiency and timely of the application. So we can do a foliar study in about half hour to 45 minutes, and in the morning with the dew, that can make a big difference if we're applying something and then have to go back and forth to mix it up with usually a big sprayer. You'd have only 1 tank. So that's the reason we have 5 tanks on here. All the manifold and valves here just easily accessible from the outside. And then we hop on over here. We have all of our valves that control each of our boom sections. So we have 3 boom sections, each are 10 feet in length. And then we have an agitation valve and a wand valve in case we're spot spraying. Every time we're switching between products, we're rinsing the whole system. So this 5th tank back here is only rinse water. There's never products in there. So what we'll do is when I pull out of the entry that I just finished, I'll shut this, I'll keep the pump running on agitation, open up my rinse valve, which will rinse through the whole system, through the pump, and then back through the agitation valve. Once I feel that after a few minutes or when the water's coming out clean into the old tank, I'll shut the rinse off and switch it to the boom. So I'll rinse that out with rinse water. As I'm doing that, I'll switch this agitation hose to the next tank. And then as soon as I shut this rinse water off from the boom, I'm opening up the other one and agitating that through the system. And then once that does, I'll prime the system through the boom, and now we're ready to spray our next entry. So there's no carryover product, there's no mixing of products, everything is what we want for each entry. So going back to our boom here, we're set up on 15-inch spacing. We do a few different configurations, whether it's nozzles right over the row or nozzles every space here across the whole section. We also have a green shield on here, which helps if it's any breeze. It'll block the spray from going into the next row and affecting data. All of our data for foliar studies is harvested in the center 2 rows just to get away from that carryover that might go across from one section.
We have here a 2003 Aggie 2101. We've got 1,000 gallons of liquid storage capacity on here and 60-foot booms. The unique thing with the sprayer is we actually have the booms sectioned out so we can do some 4-row studies, 8-row studies, 6-row studies, or we can spray the entire width of the 60-foot boom. We do have this set up on 15-inch nozzle spacing. One of the things to point out here on this is we also have the brackets on here for our Y drops. So because of the high clearance, it allows us to do some late vegetative foliar applications as well as some Y drop nutrient applications later in the season. So moving to the back of this machine, one thing that you'll notice are the 3 cone tanks. Similar to our green sprayer, it allows us to mix 3 different products before going to that study to eliminate that time between applications of products, making a little bit of a tighter data set. So we can average around 30 to 45 minutes per study. Okay, so in the cab of the 2101, we have our Ag Leader InCommand 1200 monitor. So this is controlling our rates, it's controlling our boom sections. We're also able to map each study and each product individually, and we also have in this machine the auto steer, which for when we're doing general herbicide applications with this, we're able to spray perpendicular to the rows, so we don't have to worry about running down a data set or compacting one of the data sets within the study. So the GPS allows us to accurately spray perpendicular to the rows. So today, what I'm doing on this farm is we're actually have the first post herbicide soybean mix mixed up, ready to apply. So this sprayer does do all of our general herbicide maintenance, as well as our later season vegetative studies, like our R3 studies on soybeans and our R1, R3 studies on corn, as well as our Y drop and nutrient applications.